Two teams of sharp contrasting performances this particular season. It's TECHIMAN Heroes, who are 7 points, second on the league log, just behind Wamanafu Mighty Royals, against TECHIMAN Liberty Youth, who have been struggling this season with just 2 points and are wallowing at the bottom of the table. These teams battle it out here this afternoon. Remember, this is another derby at the Ohene Amiao Park. Interesting times ahead. Will TECHIMAN Heroes continue their dominance, or TECHIMAN Liberty Youth will begin to pick the pieces up from this game? What a game this game promises to be. Nicholas Nanajan is in post for TECHIMAN Heroes. Ismail Gafar is the captain. Emmanuel Owusu starts the game. He dons the number 3 shirt. Ali Abdul Ganiu, and also Nicholas Martin, Masawudu Moro, Jacob Ansa, Thomas Kofi Boache, Opoku Emmanuel Dankwa, Hamidu Ramadan, and also David Foley Mensah. These are the 11 players for TECHIMAN Heroes Football Club, led by the tactician Prince Bobby. On the part of the away team, Tofik Tahiru has replaced Clement Bio, who started most of the games this season for Liberty Youth. Amin Adams Mohammed captains this afternoon. Justice Kojo Kumi is also part of the team. Francis Amiao, one of the best midfielders in the Division 1 this season. Yusuf Huzaifa is back, and back for good. Koulibaly Andrews Fumi, Alfred Kwanzaa, Wahab Abudu Seidu, Aziz Abdullah, Kennedy Benin, and also Mohamed Razak. This is the team for TECHIMAN Liberty Youth. Derbies are meant to be hot, and looking at the atmosphere this afternoon, it's already charging up. Let's hope for a good game. I am Robert Konye, alongside my co-commentator Dangana Daniel.
TECHIMAN Liberty Youth are really under crisis, a crunch time, a mountainous moment for them, yet to find the best of rhythm like last season. They were one of the best teams in TECHIMAN against other odds, but this particular season things are not rosy. They are struggling to find results, they are struggling to play to their level. 4 games, 2 points, not convincing. But in terms of the power head, in terms of their away performance this season, it hasn't been that good because they lost away 2-0 to Doma Unity and also drew 0-0 with 11 Wonders. But looking at TECHIMAN Heroes as the home team, they won 4-0 against Wamanafu Mighty Royals at home, and they drew 0-0 with DBB United. So it's more or less balanced. But in terms of current form, TECHIMAN Liberty Youth are lacking behind. Striking that balance, 7 points so far for TECHIMAN Heroes as compared to 2 points. It's obvious that going to the game with current form, you have to give it to TECHIMAN Heroes. But guess what? Josefa, the man who led them to last season, scoring 10 goals, is back. And that game against Doma Unity, he did all the magic, but he couldn't score. Today, let's see whether he can find the back of the net against TECHIMAN Heroes. But guess what? These two teams haven't met anywhere in terms of head-to-head. So it's obvious that there are infamiliarities over here, and let's see who's going to have that power and dominance this afternoon.
And in the middle of the game, we have Hussein Alpha Bade. He's the center referee. Chira Patricia is the assistant one. And also assistant two is Owusu Samuel. The fourth official is Awurusa Andrews. And the match commissioner happens to be Al-Hassan Alidu.
From Liberty, Clement Bill has shown that he's not that comfortable anytime he's imposed for TECHIMAN Liberty. This time around, a certain Nicholas Jan, former player for Kasana, Nankana, and Wasunta, per his experience, let's hope and see whether he can keep that composure. He can give them that safe pair of hands imposed. And his first game of the season, let's see whether he can give that balanced performance as expected. And one thing is that when they shift responsibilities to your side, you must prove to your level. So Nicholas Jan, a lot is expected from him in terms of passing the ball, in terms of distributing the ball, and finding the right place at the right time. And having Huzefa up front, he's one guy that when you float long balls, he's having the power to hold the play and invite secondary runners. Francis Amiao and Co are all in this game. Let's hope and see whether Liberty can salvage their season with at least the first win against TECHIMAN Heroes.
And of course, that will be a Herculean task, looking at the fact that TECHIMAN Heroes have won here 4-0 this season against Wamanafo Mighty Royals. So playing here as the home team is always a team to beat.
Of course, but in as much as TECHIMAN Liberty are not best informed, but they drew goalless against 11 Wonders. So it's obvious that playing derbies, there's always different complexion of the game altogether.
The first touch goes out of Jacob Ansa. Justice Kojokumi throws to Wasib. And Wahab goes down. Nothing given. Too feeble to be called for a foul. Nicholas Nanachan. He was the guy in post when they played Kwasiame Auchireme Soccer Academy in Nswatre, where they won by 1-0. This afternoon, he's maintaining the post once again. Let's see what he will be able to deliver. Top teams, top countries in the world, top clubs always have top goalkeepers. Jacob Ansa releases it to Ali Kanu. Francis Samuel turns. This is Nicholas Martin. Martin trying to release Emmanuel Owusu.
This season we recorded 99 goals so far in the first half of the Access Bank Division 1 League, and also 97 in the second half. So it's a competition that first half produced more goals.
That was a ball towards Huseifa. The flag was up. Opoku Emmanuel Dankwa. Ball headed out by Koulibaly Andrews Fumi. David Foley Mensah. Good ball in. Opportunity. Hamidou Ramadan, few shot. No way to trouble Tofik Tairu. Huseifa tried a cross. But Jacob Ansa did justice to it by blocking it out for a corner. Corner for Heroes to defend.
in previous games, you could see that TECHIMAN Liberty are lacking a certain pattern of attacking philosophy. But this afternoon, you could see that they are trying to float long balls towards Huzaifa due to his bulky nature and upper body strength. And I believe it's a nice strategy. So secondary runners must always be up to their game to pick the second balls anytime there is a knockdown.
Amin Adams Mohammed. Amin's corner. Nicholas Nanajan got a touch to that ball. And it goes out for a throw. Liberty Youth trying as much as they can to settle into the game and to cause an early upset.
That was a nice flick from Nicholas Jain.
Ramadan. This kick was for Nicholas Martin, the Nigerian man. Amin. Wahab has got a foul for Liberty.
Liberty are only having 2 goals in 4 matches so far, and they've conceded 4. Not the best of attacking movement for TECHIMAN Liberty Youth.
Nicholas Nanajan. Amin Adams. He gets to Wahab. Wahab tries with the left foot. Masaoud Moru. Dicey attacker for TECHIMAN Heroes.
Of course. And he's shown that passing the ball on his feet, he's very good. But the likes of Francis Amir midfield, alongside Amin Adams on the flanks, they can cause havoc to any opponent.
Huzaifa. Ramadan wins the ball. This is David Foley Mensah towards Ismail Gafar. Huzaifa needs treatment.
Look at the confidence within Liberty this afternoon. Regardless of their form, they have the hope that they can do something magical against TECHIMAN Heroes.
Ball flicked by Moro towards Thomas Boache. Boache has lost the battle to Justice Kojokumi. Through taken quickly. This is Huzaifa. Looking for Wahab. Perhaps battle against Opoku Dankwa. And Dankwa comes on top.
Wahab is having this fear factor, especially the level of aggression he uses in terms of running to spaces. And you could clearly see that he's very poised for action. Anytime there are spaces for him, he can punish you. So Heroes must be compact defensively to keep him out of the game.
Justice Kojokumi. Ramadan. Boache. Interesting battle between Boache and Justice Kojokumi. In Liberty Youth's game against Doma Unity, when Kojokumi got injured, it brought lots of problems for them, especially during the dying embers of that game.
Of course, it's always good to have a perfect balance, like for like. Look at that ball, and indeed, it was spot on. It's early days in the game, so moment of such must be avoided because you can concede from such silly set pieces. Caution to TECHIMAN Liberty Youth.
Ball taken straight towards the goalkeeper. He failed to handle it. Kojokumi heads, still in the dangerous area for Liberty Youth. Ramadan. This is Muru. Tofik Tairu, the man who has come on to replace Clement Bew in this game. Huseifa. Emmanuel Owusu goes to his captain Gafar. Andrews Koulibaly Fumi back to Tofik Tahiru. Ball won by TECHIMAN Heroes. That was a try from David Foley Mensah. But no problems for Liberty this time.
Foley Mensah is a guy that always loves to strive from behind. And you could clearly see that goalkeeper Tofik is not that stable. You could see it seems there is pressure on him to deliver something. His kicks, you can see the difference between him and Clement Bew. Maybe it's a goalkeeping syndrome they must work on. The confidence level of these two goalkeepers since the start of this season isn't that convincing.
Nicholas Nanachan.
The combination play from wide. But for this ball, the goalkeeper left his lines and came too far.
I think it was needless.
Of course, because in as much as it was a high line sort of, but such moment of coming far away from your lines is indeed unnecessary.
And he also had two of his players covering up.
Which means issues of anticipation is worrying the former Kasina Nankana Wasunta goalkeeper, now TECHIMAN Heroes. TECHIMAN Heroes scored 5 goals in 4 matches so far. They conceded 3. Goalless against the Baby. 1-0 win against Bafo Soccer Academy and 4-0 win against Mighty Royals, and they lost 3-0 to TECHIMAN 11 Wonders.
Nicholas Martin. Can this be a chance for Martin? Moro. And Patricia Chra, assistant line, doing her duty. as required.
You could see consistency running through this lineswoman. Always on point and on guard. Spotting the decisions without mistakes.
Moro's cross. Corner kick for the home side.
Liberty must avoid conceding so many shots because Taufik impose is not convincing me here because handling the ball and even distributing the balls, something is lacking.
Ball headed out. Boache trying to maneuver his way in. But no way, says the defense of Liberty, Nicholas Martin. Francis. Pass to Wahab. Francis shoots. That was brilliant combination of passes. And it was a nice strike from Amiel Francis.
Amiel has been a key member for TECHIMAN Liberty Youth. And one element of him is his ability to drive from distance, and he's very good handling the ball at his feet.
Ramadan failed to touch. This is Huzaifa against Jacob Ansan. Kojokumi. Ball towards Amiel Francis. Amin.
These two teams are trying to come back from a defeat in match week 4. TECHIMAN Heroes lost 3-0 against TECHIMAN 11 Wonders. Also, Liberty Youth lost against Doma Unity. And it's obvious that they are trying to bounce back from that setback in week 4.
Kennedy Benny pass towards Amin Adams Mohammed. Wahab. Kojokumi. Mohammed Razak. Back to Koulibaly. Francis towards Amin. Amin gets into the area. Amin goes down. No whistle.
I love the combination of passes from Wahab, Francis Samuel, and Amin Adams. They are causing havoc, especially on the right side of attack against TECHIMAN Heroes.
Good 10 from Wahab. They tried a 1-2 between himself.
Watch that ball and look at the 1-2.
Huzaifa.
Liberty seems to have a certain dominance in terms of upper hand in individual quality. You could see they are playing with all confidence, showcasing their real quality, especially Huzaifa, Francis Samuel, and Amin Adams. Wahab in midfield, so solid so far. They are taking control of the central areas, and Heroes must up their game because you don't see anything promising from them so far in the game.
Nicholas Nanachan. Ball towards Ganiu. There seem not to be any threats from Heroes around the goal area of TECHIMAN Liberty Youth.
And that game against 11 Wonders, there wasn't any threat so far offensively against Wonders. And again, to Liberty, you could see that there's no threat, there's no fear factor, nothing to worry about anytime they're attacking. And that's a big deal for them to work upon.
There was miscommunication from Jacob Ansa and also Ganiu Abdul. Ganiu has managed to get.
Look at the collusion. Lack of communication, just like you said. Something very paramount in football, especially within defensive setup. You must be able to communicate very well and even give command as to who to go for first ball and who to attack the second balls. That game against 11 Wonders, you see that they were lacking that spark of understanding in defense. And I believe they can improve upon that because the season is still very young.
Tofik Tairu decided to go for the safety first approach. A lot more aggression from the point of Liberty Youth. They are just not giving anything away.
And this is Liberty coming from a defeat to Doma Unity. But the confidence alone is enough against TECHIMAN Heroes. And let's not forget, 11 Wonders got their first win of the season against TECHIMAN Heroes. Let's hope and see whether Liberty can also find their first win of the season against this same TECHIMAN Heroes. And it's something they must work on because you can be gifting points to teams that struggle to win games.
This time they are playing home. Let's see. Perhaps it could be a different story. Nicholas Martin, flag goes up.
Nicholas Martin is having 2 goals so far in this season. And he's one man that's having a bit of fire in his feet and must be taken care of anytime he's on the ball offensively. Liberty lost 1-0 to Wamanafumanti Royals. They drew goalless with Wonders. They lost to Doma Unity.
Miss Pao Moro. Saudu. Nicholas Martin leaves it for Usu. Back to Martin. Good defending from Liberty Youth. was a nice ball in. A flick from Masoud Moro. Tofik. Headed by Francis Gefar Ganiu. Ganiu has space and time. Nicolas Martin. Huzaifa towards Wahab. Wahab to Razak. This is Huzaifa. Good defending from Chico Pansa. Ganiu to Gafar. David Foley. Gifted Huzaifa. Nicolas Martin. Down he goes. And he wins a foul.
There is one scheme of attacking movement that Liberty are using. Huzaifa always attempting the first balls, then Wahab behind him contesting for the second balls. But that spark of communication was not there for that ball.
Watch it. Gafar. Miss Baumuru. The Ramadan has had a clash. Lots of women here for the game.
And a smile on your face alone is enough. It slows down anger, etc. The pass was good, but look at that ball. The goalkeeper contested very well amidst the crowd, and there was a knock on Tofik. Coming in for claiming view is a huge responsibility for Tofik to deal with. And it's a bit of very nice competition between these two goalkeepers.
Francis Flex. Wahab. Otopuku Dankwa.
The presence alone from Huzaifa is enough. Always attracting at least two players of TECHIMAN Heroes to him. Leaving space for Wahab and Francis Samuel.
Razak. Good ball from Kujokumi. Kennedy Benin headed out by Dankwa once again. With Jacob Pansa, good ball. Nicolas Martin, he has lost it. Francis Huzaifa turns. That was a good try from Huzaifa. But there wasn't just space for that ball to get to the net.
Of course, he's showing an instinct of a striker. But for this ball, I believe he should have checked the option from the right side. There was Amin Adams coming closer.
Throw taken Wahab. Ganu Koulibaly Fumi. Masaudu Moro to Nicolas Martin. And once again, Kuli with some brilliant defending.
No problems anytime. An opponent is facing Koulibaly. For me, he just solid. You struggle to bypass him on the ball. And that game against Doma Unity, when he was sucked off, we saw the mess in that side of defense. So he's been a rock and a pillar, always giving safety clearances. The former ASEC senior high school captain.
Free kick, Nicolas Martin. This is in one of his favorite positions. And just with a bit of technique, there could be pandemonium in the stadium. Martin's save from the goalkeeper. Offside.
That was a very good ball from Martin. But again, look at how jittery Tawfik Tahiru was imposed. He struggled to handle the ball very well. As of week 4, 96 games split, 53 home wins and 22 away wins, 21 draws, and it's obvious.
Nicolas Martin. Brilliant save from Tawfik Tahiru. This is why he's imposed ahead of Clement Bio. What a save.
Brilliant, just brilliant.
There's still more pressure. The farthest ball goes out.
Just give Tawfik Tahiru his flowers. That was crucial. And with such save, it gives you confidence as a goalkeeper. Watch that ball. Look at the battle from Nicolas Martin. The shot was good, and my goodness. Perfect one. Fingertip shifts from Tawfik.
Credit to the goalkeeper, but Nicolas Martin is also a dangerous forward.
Of course, he's part of the top scorers so far with some 2 goals. Still counting.
Francis Samuel.
Just watch the combination. And Nicolas Martin, so deadly. But just look at that save again from Tawfik Tahiru.
Nicolas Nanachan. Wahab. He's been very, very silky this afternoon, both on the left and the right side of attack for TECHIMAN Liberty.
And he's icing the cake with his supportive runs towards Huzaifa anytime there is a long ball. And that perfect pair, Francis Samuel, Wahab, Amin Adams, and then again Huzaifa. They are giving us a best of display so far.
I mean, lost it to Boache, David Foley, straight into Justice Kojokumu. This is David Foley. Liberty Youth. Kennedy Penny. Another wasted effort by Kennedy Penny. Masaudu, Nicholas Martin. Martin, 1v1. Kutokumi, pour in! Flag up.
That was a perfect link-up play. It's a signal that in as much as Heroes aren't showing that much glimpses offensively, they can punish you any moment. There's a chance available. Again, Nicholas Martin doing all the dirty work and ensuring that his team will be in a safer position.
Gafar. His pass was towards Masaudu. Martin. Ramadan. David Foley Mensah to Botwe. Foley. Boto also Ramadan. This is Ganiu. Botwe once again. Corner kick.
Heroes are coming to the game gradually, especially from the 30th minute mark coming. And maybe, just maybe, they can find something out of this pressure they are piling. Because Liberty got their moment. And now it's in favor of TECHIMAN Heroes in terms of the rhythm.
Ramadan. Corner taking. Side netting. Jacob Ansa, Nicholas Nanachan. Foul given to Liberty Youth. Huzaifa. Kennedy Benny. Francis Samuel. This is Wahab. Amin's cross. Wahab gets there. Good clearance from Opoku Dankwa. And so the pressure will mount. Ball towards Boache. Thomas Kofi Boache. Moment for this young man.
Of course, he struggled against 11 Wise and today again.
He went in to be the hero. By the end, he is the villain. It's still early. Maybe he can make amends for that.
I believe it's quite not good for him, but he shouldn't let him down. Just watch the combination from Huzaifa. The cross came in. Just unfortunate. Just unfortunate.
This is Liberty Youth approaching once again. Amin, Huzaifa, good clearance from Jacob Ansan. Huzaifa, Amin, ball goes out. This is Amin. And Opoku Emmanuel Dankwa to the rescue.
Amin decided to come to the left side, and you could see he's taking on the fullbacks of TECHIMAN Heroes anytime he's having the ball. Very dangerous and very deadly.
I mean, what a touch. Goal kick given.
Just watch that boy again. So very unfortunate. But Huzaifa is doing all the job, dropping the linking play. Football is funny at times.
Martin. This is Ramadan. Wahab. Nanajan. David Foley. This is Huzaifa. Open up. Wahab. Wahab strikes. Corner kick. Dangerous Wahab.
Of course, Liberty are showing their class. you could see a bit of individual play and individual quality showing for Liberty. And it's obvious the top players are up in their game.
I mean, goal kick.
Looking at how TECHIMAN Heroes struggle against 11 Wonders. They lost that game due to a lot of defensive errors. And today again, an own goal. A lot needs to be done in defense.
Boache. Masaudu Muru. Good play from Opoku Dankwa.
Coach Isaac Niyama, today you could see his handwriting showing this game. But Koulibaly is everywhere in the back line for Liberty.
He needs to be. Because if you're up against the likes of Nicolas Martin, then you need to be everywhere. This is Amin for the away side. Francis Samuel. Kojokumi, headed by Dankwa. This is Razak. Benny. Huzaifa. Ramadan. Good through ball. This is Fumi. Again, Dankwa. Ramadan. Gafar. David Foley Mensah. He's had a difficult game this afternoon.
Of course, and Liberty are controlling the central areas very well. You can see that quality and the safety of passes they give when they have the ball in the midfield.
first half over. The home team trailing by a goal. That own goal from Chico Pansa, the man in your shot. They are waiting, leading by a lone goal 2-0.
A first half of no threat, no fear factor for TECHIMAN Heroes. But Liberty, they dominated with quality with a typical system, and I'm not surprised they are down or up by a goal against Heroes.
The second half will be with you shortly. Stick and stay. But it was the Chiman Liberty Youth who got the best of the half. Now they lead by a goal. Heroes will try as much as they can to equalize and probably win the game.
The first half was totally dominated by TECHIMAN Liberty in terms of quality, in terms of threat, in terms of individual play, and in terms of tactical and physical battle. Another half, let's see whether Heroes can salvage themselves.
Ramadan tried the shot. Tofik Tahiru. I mean, Nicholas Martin returns some very good defending from Aziz Abdullahi. Ganiu, this is Ramadan. Ganiu failed to control.
The attitude in the second half from Heroes is perfect. You could see the confidence they're also trying to build. And I believe that pep talk in the dressing room might do some magic.
This is football. Let's see what comes of it. Nicholas Martin.
Mondays' first win of the season was against Heroes. Maybe Liberty. I also scheme for that.
Ball towards Masawudu. Folly Mensah. Nicholas Martin.
That was poor from the Nicholas Martin I know.
Francis Amiel. Mensah.
Before Masaudu Moro gets the ball, look at the number of players who is surrounding him. Even in case he attempts the first ball, nobody there to support in terms of the second balls.
He's not the type who can battle for the ball, but when he gets it, he becomes dangerous. Masaudu, Nicholas Martin, and David Foley Mensah. Nothing seemed to be clicking for Foley this afternoon.
This is not his game, because against the Unity he was a bit up to his game in the midfield. Today isn't the best.
Koulibaly Fumi. Headed by Francis Samuel. And Nicolas Nanejan. What a ball that would have been.
Of course, just like we said in the first half, defensively, Heroes must up their game, because they are giving much spaces in terms of contact draws and a lot more.
Ramadan's pass was towards Masaudu. Nicolas Nanachan again. David Foley Mensah. Ganiu. Nicolas Martin. Wahab. Razak. Looking for Wahab. Wahab one-on-one against Jacob Ansa. Francis Samuel. Amin Adams.
Amin should have done better. He's having that fire 1v1. He should have controlled the game, move into spaces, into the box.
Boache. Boache handled the ball with his arm.
Liberty isn't that solid and watertight in defense, so I believe they should find a way to get the second goal to put the game to bed. If not, Heroes are having firepowers in attack. 5 goals scored so far. But just ask how and why they struggle against TECHIMAN teams. Against Wonders, it was shambolic. And then again against Liberty Youth, they are struggling.
Corner taking. Huzaifa strikes.
That is Huzaifa. From last season coming, he often try magic from distance, but he do miss a lot before finding the back of the net.
That is obvious. The top strikers in the world miss. And David Foley has been substituted. He was having a difficult game. Headed in. And Huzaifa, we just talked about him moments ago. And Huzaifa has risen above all odds to get a second goal for TECHIMAN Liberty Youth.
He did the magic last season, scoring 10 goals. And the start of the season wasn't within the team. And now he's back, announcing his presence. What a goal. And he's one guy, a beast in terms of the area balls. And make no mistake, when the ball came to his way, just watch it again. He will not miss this. Huzaifa is definitely will not miss this. Where he directed the ball is brilliant. The defender tried and tried, but definitely no way.
Kujokumi tried to keep it in.
Whenever there is a TECHIMAN derby, Heroes struggles. We saw that game against 11 Wonders. They lost by 3 goals to 0. And then again today.
Ball sent towards Huzaifa. The goalkeeper came out to clear his lines. Ball towards Masaudu. Saudu battling against Koulibaly Andrews Fumi.
Just ask yourself, even if the cross had come in, look at Nicolas Martin, the height against the defenders of Liberty Youth. They lack that box presence.
Another substitution. Roger Mensah has come on for Thomas Kofi Boache. I mean, Nicolas Martin, Portos Roger. And Kennedy Benning was looking for Huzaifa. The long balls are just not helping TECHIMAN Heroes. If you are playing against Koulibaly, Andrews Fumi, Alfred Kwanzaa, and the likes of Justice Kojokumi, the long balls will not help.
Definitely not. I could see Liberty struggling the game. And Masaudu Muru and Nicolas Martin often love to come in from the wide areas. So all the time there are always moment of safety. No problems for the center backs of TECHIMAN Liberty.
TECHIMAN Heroes still trying, not the best from Frimpong Daniel. Daniel's pass wasn't good.
That was Huzaifa. Brilliant corner kick from Amin Adams. The flick was good and Huzaifa saying, here I am, no mistake.
Saudu. Nicolas Martin up against Koulibaly, Andrews Fumi, and Justice Kojokumi.
Koulibaly is just delight to watch. He's everywhere, filling in for center backs and the full backs. Who is the last man standing?
That was a clearance from Justice Kojokumi. And the home side have a corner. 65 minutes. 25 more minutes to end proceedings. Let's see. It was Koulibaly Andrews Fumi who tried the clearance, but the ball went off Opoku Dankwa Emmanuel, and Heroes have one back. They have pulled one back.
My instincts were telling me that they could concede from that moment because the goalkeeper looks jittery. He came very well for the first claim, but he lost the ball in the air. The clearance from Koulibaly was good, but just unfortunate. Just like how the first goal came, same as this one. And so far we've recorded 4 own goals before this game, and we are adding 2 to it to make it 6 so far in the season.
Koulibaly Andrews Fumi, he has had a very good game, only to get this blemish on his sheet.
Just watch that. I believe the goalkeeper should have done better because he was having access to the ball entirely in the air.
The rest of the minutes will be very few for one of the teams and very long for the other. That is how football works.
Yeah, of course. But Liberty must be very careful because Heroes can do it again and again.
Kwanzaa, Francis, Huseifa, this is Samin. No problem.
It's still so early for Liberty to manage the game to get this 2-1 victory. It's still open and a lot can be done. The defenders looks jittery for Liberty Youth.
Another corner. This was where they pulled one back. Could we be back to that same place? And Nicolas Martin has been taken off, and he is in disbelief. Do you think it's really worth it, taking Nicolas Martin out of this game?
Let's see what the new addition is going to add back. He's been the danger man anytime Heroes are surging forward, but maybe tactical reasons. But I believe up front, the best player so far for Heroes is Nicolas Martin. and he's having that fire in his legs with 2 goals so far in the season.
It is normal for players to complain when they get substituted.
Of course, but never doubt the tactical reasoning of the coach. Maybe there is something he is lacking that we are not seeing here.
Kojokumi takes, and Francis Amiao. That was a brilliant try from Francis.
Wahab, Francis Amiao, and the likes of Amin Adams are just so delight to watch this afternoon.
This is Gafar. Ganiu. Flag goes up.
If heroes are having something to do, they should do it because the clock is definitely running down. That boy indeed was a contact, but ideally the referee was there at the right time. Very sensitive for Amin Adams. This is what he does the best.
And Josefa could also use that left foot.
But I don't trust Josefa from those direct balls, especially set pieces. The power always too much.
He tried squeezing it through the wall. And now TECHIMAN heroes, could this be the moment for them? Masaudu. Batiele. That was feeble. And also the technique wasn't the best.
Just watch that. But look at the engagement from Koulibaly. He engaged the attacker very well.
I think this was the moment you need Nicolas Martin.
Of course.
With that left foot. Gafar in altercations with the match official, being pushed away by Ganiu. And Koulibaly fuming. Is the man in pain?
What a game so far for Koulibaly, for me. He's been a rock at the back. Very decisive in terms of his tackles.
His foul, Saudu. Nice turn. Daniel Daku.
Such moment, you have to hold your nerves a bit to get the control, the first touch very well. Then within that zone, you can have access to a lot of angles to score from.
Corner kick. The goalkeeper, Tofik Tahiru, calling for treatment. Fans are here in their numbers.
Just watch that face go, that blunder. But Huzaifa is doing all the work. Linking from the wide areas, dropping deep to facilitate play for Liberty Youth. And here's the second goal from the man himself, Huzaifa. Nicholas Jain should be very careful anytime they are taking set piece. He came out at the wrong time, I believe.
This was the equalizer as they pulled one back.
And questions on Tofik.
And Koulibaly Andrews Fumi will be the captain.
His leadership, even without the armband, is interesting. Look at how he's shouting to keep his line safe. What a game, what a player. Koulibaly. And you need that command in defense to compete at the highest level.
Alhaji Suleimana Mansour has replaced Amin Adams. Offside given.
And this is Amin Adams, the man with a lot of fireworks. Very skillful.
Fumi, Kles, Ganiu, Alfred Kwanzaa, Gafar, and that was a very good ball towards his goalkeeper.
The referee saying he wants to take care of it. I believe that was so soft for the goalkeeper to be yelling on the ground.
You don't know what he felt. Sometimes a touch may look very feeble, but
The number of minutes he spent on the ground is going to be added, obviously. Tawfiq Tahiru replaced Clement Dio in post for Liberty. And his performance in terms of rating is a bit average because you can see that command and better reflexes in post.
but he's also pulled off some incredible saves, especially that ball of Nicolas Smart in the first half.
Of course, you know, one thing most goalkeepers love to do is saving high balls, but you judge them the most when there's a carpet or grounded shot. That is where top goalkeepers are separated from the average.
Wahab being treated. Nicolas Nanechan. Saudi Moro lost the ball to this is Gani. Emmanuel Ousu. Benny. Huzaifa. Huzaifa Tense. Francis. This is Daniel Frimpong. Ball towards Ganiu. Francis looking for Wahab. Wahab. Opoku Emmanuel Dankwa. What a man to beat in the heart of defense for TECHIMAN Heroes.
Yeah, of course, and 1v1, what you do as a defender is to know how to time your tackles, focus on the ball, leave the player body language.
Corner to be taken. Ball towards the back. Koulibaly, Andrews Fumi. Wahab. Benin's pass intercepted by Batiele. Masaudu. Nicholas Nana Jan. Jan Flex. Koulibaly. Francis. Stopped by Opoku Emmanuel Dankwa. Daniel Darko.
Hero seems to accept the defeat from what I'm seeing.
Ball towards Masaudu. Masaudu Moro. Eight minutes of additional time. Eight minutes of additional time. Yellow card flashed to Opoku Emmanuel Dankwa. Ball taken by Gafar. Fumi's header. Batiele. TECHIMAN Heroes still fighting with the hope of getting a point. Where would they hide if they lose this game? Alfred Kwanzaa turns well. Looking for Wahab. But again, Opoku Emmanuel Dankwa.
Heroes should find a way to get a draw here, because it's more or less like they are gifting a lot of points to so many teams that struggle to win. Wonders got their first win of the season against TECHIMAN Heroes, and Liberty is struggling. Before this game, they are having only 2 points. Bottom of the table. They're also trying to salvage all the 3 maximum points against Heroes again.
A ball was too high. Two out of 6. 2 out of 8. 6 more to go. Ball headed. Wahab. Ganiu has taken it out of play, and it's a throw for the away team. Aziz Abdullahi. Another substitution to be made. Masaudu Moro. Batiele. No room for any cross. Blocked by Razak.
Heroes are dominating the midfield at the wrong time, because they left everything ajar in the first half and the early stages of the second half. Now they are controlling.
Darko. Huzaifa. Huzaifa towards Wahab. Wahab goes down and he wins a foul. And that will be a red card. A red card to Opoku Emmanuel Dankwa.
Opoku gave a best of performance so far in the game, but just that ball.
He's been my man of the match, arguably.
Of course. And with a card already, he should have thought wise enough.
And how he managed to get our first yellow card was also preventable. But now the second has come, and he's off.
Karma has a way of playing to your disadvantage. The first yellow card was avoidable. He opted for it, and now here the situation. Down by a man, and also down by 2-1. Heroes, a lot to be done.
Good turn from Daniel Frimpong. It goes to Emmanuel Owusu. Owusu looking for Masaudu. Once again, Koulibaly. Koulibaly organizing the back line.
course, after taking the armband, I said it. He's of command. He's of a leader. Koulibaly, Fumi. Can Liberty get their first win of the season?
The next minute and few seconds will give a vivid answer to your question. This is what happened. Good interception from Kefa.
The strength of your team is tested in derbies, and heroes are struggling in the TECHIMAN derbies.
Nice send from Roger Mensah. It goes to Masaudu. "20 seconds to end the game." Roger Mensah. Kennedy Penny. Kujokumi. Huzaifa offside. Yellow card to Huzaifa.
Most of this very avoidable, but that is players' attitude.
And the final whistle is here. And they are waiting. TECHIMAN Liberty Youth have won by 2-1. TECHIMAN Heroes tried as much as they can to restore parity, but their efforts weren't enough. The game has come to an end, and Prince Bobby and his men have been defeated. 5 points now for Liberty Youth. What a win, what a moment for them. end of derby, and it's a victory for the away team. Both teams play in the same stadium, but Liberty Youth played as their away team. And coach, tactical, the tactical coach is with me here. Congrats.
Me proud. I don't have anything, but I would like to use this opportunity to congratulate the playing body. Tactically, they were very, very disciplined today. Very, very disciplined. And again, I want to use the opportunity to thank my management. They really supported me when the going was tough. I nearly gave up, but they told me I shouldn't because they are behind me. So I believe today we have gotten a win, and I'm very happy that we have gotten a win. We are not going to sleep. We are going back that they play better than what they have done today.
Now you have 5 points on the table. And just like you said, you are playing your next game against the baby. We've started from where you wanted to pick your team up. Uh, should we expect subsequent victories from you and your side?
Yeah, that is what we're going to do. I said after week 5, we are going to get better and better. So I'm expecting my team to win against the BB so that at least we cushion ourselves into a very comfortable position. But there is still a lot of job to be done. And I and the 10-card team will still go back to the drawing board and we'll try to analyze the errors we're doing. Then we can make some corrections at the training ground.
Thank you very much, tactical one. We wish you the best. So the tactical coach, he is the man in charge of TECHIMAN Liberty Youth. Interesting man to have an encounter with. He said, from match day 5, things are going to change, and we'll see how things go. Francis, and a game no, na how difficult was it saying an a game no city? We had no more thing, and I say, more fun no kukukra. Somebody, especially in the midfield, we a very good game now because I said an
Oh, game no there no kwenye mi anim. Yet yani say ye bibia e camp ansa na ye den ye ba game because he was there. Ono anim say ye be hye no. Nti ye ball no there na ye ball no training na ye. Nye se na ye bowling ye training na ye. Ye se na ye pese omo force na omo de omo ho ba na ye hye omo simple kra. Nti dem ti hu ye no. E na ni na accident na be kwa me coach. Because time bi o ka me say Joe nya abotre no kwenye mi. Mu say promotion e ba. Madam coach.
Now, who came no in the midfield? So, Jiba Bia Boss, when you win Kwama, so many games are. That's a part. The man of the match, Francis Amiel, he says heroes knew they were going to beat them, and that was exactly what they did at the end of everything. Interesting scenes from this particular game, and then let's see how things are going to fare. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Coach, game we before the game, na mo hu ne bad thing, and I say mo hu ne say mo ba na ma ba win the game.
I think the last time I know Kasa na you can say I feel they are starting league, but they start here you starting year. But I would say local division different in the other matches because I say local division they are lose and by Ebano it was just 2 points. They lose match we are a bit hard because first match they lose here and I call lose away match we have home match this match in the determination the buy and say yeah but for win they are ambassador bia you have a board drum that's how we are growing there.
Now last season by this time, now more points in the door to change the money this season. I'm up for person who at the end of the day situation yaba. Say Liberty Youth this number of games. Now before this game, now that's what 2 points.
But as I said, Mr. Kamu say, you short to some of the players maybe. Because I was here some left back now, Liberty Project, Wakoho, and Sana, young apostle, most center back, I friend Gauchu. And Sana, your players be 5 go or team, based on 1 2 team. You know, you share as ye, but they be kind of say, you say, and ye, if I say a chia so in Buye, a crack, maybe a ye qualify last year, and qualify a few, you know. What is the name of three? Be able to start here with the match today. Me sure say points no every bang. A bit back check your points back, inshallah.
This season, Techiman Liberty Youth fans, almost had the qualification, baby.
Oh, inshallah. And you're over yet. And you're over because yeah, about just five matches, okay, right? Yeah, 5 matches. Nti no munya abutre no mu poso en for gide ni mpabon 30 munachi. Me ma catch say man for premier division ba ya na nyam ya. Se na me kasa me division 1, me nto me division 2 be qualify ba me qualify ba ya no. Sounds no me this liberty we be san qualify ba premier division because TECHIMAN ya ni premier division for now. But on bon pass afi no last year antimanye ne man ko yi but ye da so CC ne ma kakra. Nti by end of the league na baby na TECHIMAN Liberty Youth na ye ne wa ko playoff inshallah.
One pie say baby. To Heroes. This is Globe Television.